All right, let us do a reaction to the Pyromancer class, which is, clearly based on Chandra, one of the big players. She's one of the Magic the Gathering flagstone characters. Her and Jace, I would say, arguably are the two most famous planeswalkers, the two that were used in a lot of the advertisements for the game. I think she's very iconic and a great place to go for the next class. I hate that I was wrong in my prediction. My prediction when this game came out was that the next few classes would be multicolored classes along the same lines as the Dimir Assassin, so we'd get an Izzet Guild Mage or Gruul or something like that. I mean, it sucks that my prediction is wrong, but Pyromancer class could be cool. So let's dig into it, see what's up. All right, Pyromancer is a ranged caster class that quickly hurls damage from a distance, ignites the battlefield with reckless abandon. I would love to see some sort of like high risk, high reward dynamic in this. Alright, harnessing the unbridled fury of red mana, the Pyromancer is a ranged class that quickly hurls damage from distance, igniting the battlefield with reckless abandon, in our second new class introducing since the start of open beta. So they include Dimir Assassin in this when it came out with the thing. Interesting. Alright, it releases on May 20. So tomorrow we'll be playing some of this, I think it looks like. The Pyromancer's ability kit allows you to deal ample damage up front and additional to lasting damage over time with some mobility if the odds become overwhelming. For a full overview of the Pyromancer's skill set, watch our video with the Atom. Okay, so we'll watch that at the end here. The Pyromancer class will be available in the Classes and Packs tab in the in-game Zen store for free from May 20th until May 24th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Claiming the Pyromancer class from the Zen store will immediately unlock both the class in your loadout and its costume components in the tailor across your account. Okay, so I mean that's an important distinction, right? So what we were in the patch notes, it said that they were going to introduce this class into the battle pass and future things into the first 7 levels. So I think it's in the purchase battle pass, and you get it for free if you log in on these days. So that's a huge deal. We definitely want to make sure we remind people to do that. After this limited time window, you can claim the Pyromancer components and Pyromancer kit will be added to the early levels on the free track. Oh, I guess never mind. Then it's on the free track and you get it for free whenever. So, no big deal. And every subsequent battle pass for Magic Legends, the Pyromancer class will have 3 additional spells that unlock at BP level 4. Pyromancer costume set to unlock at BP level 8. Yeah, awesome. That's really cool. I like that. I wish that this part had been first, so I didn't go on that whole rant about hopefully it's free and I have to help people, but all good. I mean, this is sweet looking. I mean, I will mention, just as a flavor standpoint, this stuff here, this right here, I mean, it definitely looks like it's from, what's the plane called? Alright, looking up the plane that it's called. I'm not sure why I don't remember it. Kaladesh. It's from Kaladesh. So it's very, like, Kaladesh feeling, which is cool, because that's where, like, Chandra is from. But it also has, like, a very Izzet flavor to it as well. Like, this area here is very Izzet. So, it's interesting. Like, this part here is, like, these, like, weapons are very Kaladesh. Alright. At class level 30, you will gain access to the Pyromancer's signature trait, Finale of Flames, which causes any enemy any enemy affected by a damage over time effect to explode when defeated, dealing damage to other nearby enemies. The trait can be used in any class loadout once it's unlocked. Yeah, Kaladesh. Yeah. The weapons look Kaladesh for sure. I mean, this stuff here, I mean, it's got red and blue, so like there's some influence in Is It? But yeah, someone in my chat just said like it looks Kaladesh, and yeah, it does for sure. With some, I would say some homage to Is It? All right. Loadout components that synergize well with Pyromancer include spell that apply damage over time effects such as Infest, Pyroclasm, Molten Shell. Spells that have damage amplified when hitting the target by damage over time such as Magma Burst, Slag Spike. Sorry about that. Artifacts and equipment that increase red and black mana sorcery potency or have triggered effects related to damage over time. Interesting. So that's pretty cool. I'm interested to see what that class is like. We will do a full, we'll do some breakdowns eventually, probably tomorrow. We'll like load up the class and see what it's like. But for now, we'll stick with this and say that it's cool. And let us watch this video and see what's up.
Hey there, Planeswalkers. I'm Adam McHaney, design lead for Magic Legends, and today I'm here to share some explosive details on the newest Planeswalker class, the Pyromancer.
The weapons are different here. Are the weapons different?
Answer.
They look a little different there. Interesting.
Harnessing the unbridled fury of red mana, the Pyromancer is a ranged caster class.
And they're like guns? That's cool.
Igniting the battlefield with reckless abandon. The Pyromancer's ability kit allows you to deal ample damage up front, in addition to lasting damage over time, with some mobility if the odds become overwhelming. The primary attack for the Pyromancer, Fire Blast, is a rapid-fire projectile
sweet.
combo.
It's like very like gunslinger stuff. I love it.
Upon unlocking the Immolation upgrade at class level 4, the second Fire Blast projectile also applies a stacking damage over time effect onto any enemy that it hits. Another explosive element of the Pyromancer's arsenal is the Incinerate secondary ability, which conjures a flare that erupts into a burning whirlwind, dealing upfront damage and setting targets on fire. Reaching level 10 will unlock the Ignite upgrade, which causes a hazard to remain at the whirlwind's location.
I mean, this is really cool. Like one of the coolest things about dual revolver, as someone just said in chat, for sure. One of the cool things about this is that the class seems to be built in such a way that it's like based on its ultimate, right? Like if we know its ultimate ability, like its trait, is that when a thing has damage over time, it deals that damage to other things when it dies. I like that the idea is that its primary abilities, primary and secondary, cause damage over time and trigger that trait. So there's like a synergy in the class that works with the trait, which doesn't happen all the time with the traits. So I like that they're giving some thought to making sure that that sort of stuff happens.
For a short time, igniting any enemy who passes through it. The utility ability of the Pyromancer is Alacrity Ablaze, a forward dash that deals damage to enemies that you move through. Unlocking the Trail of Flames upgrade at class level 15 causes Alacrity Ablaze to leave a hazard in your way, so any enemy who dares to follow you will be set.
Yeah, that seems awesome.
At class level 30, you will gain access to the Pyromancer's signature trait, Finale of Flames, which causes any enemy affected by a damage over time effect to explode when defeated, dealing damage to other nearby enemies.
I wonder what that damage is based on.
Any class loadout once unlocked. Living Inferno is the Pyromancer's spark power, which can be activated after filling the spark meter during combat. This power replaces
I don't think anyone really uses spark
attack
powers nowadays, but
reduces the
cool.
cooldown and increases damage of Incinerate, and entirely removes the cooldown of Alacrity Ablaze.
That's cool.
There will be two types of spells especially important to the Pyromancer. Spells that apply damage over time effects, and spells that have increased damage when hitting a target afflicted by damage over time effects.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do a really cool build for that.
Pure Firepower is the name of the Pyromancer game, Ideal loadout components include artifacts which grant effects tied to damage over time.
Yeah, I mean, Implement of Combustion is already basically the
Now
best
that we've
one.
served up this red-hot overview of the Pyromancer class, you'll be ready to turn up the heat throughout the multiverse.
Yeah. I mean, that's really cool. I'm looking forward to it. We'll play around with that tomorrow and see what's up.